I'd like to welcome everyone along. Thank you very much again for coming in and introduce Hajni. Hand over.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Hajni. I'm coming from Hungary. So this is the Hungarian accent. Hopefully you will understand me. But I live on the Sunshine Coast for a while now. I'd like to talk to you about radiesthesia today. Radiesthesia is a mixture of Latin and Greek words. It means radius means in Latin ray, and aesthesis means perception. So it's perception of rays, basically. What sort of rays? Rays that are coming from everywhere. Resonances, what we can pick up. We can pick up your energy field, which is your aura. We can measure it. Practitioners of radiesthesia basically use something rod or pendulum or anything like this. This is my instrument. And we have a gadget as well, but it's mainly just test out EMF, which is electromagnetic field, but the pollution coming from all these electric gadgets we are surrounding ourselves in our homes. So we have basically these two instruments. Let's see. So what is radiesthesia? It's a different kind of radiation coming from our environment, which can make us tired, sick, can charge us up. Depends what sort of radiation we are getting. And I called myself diviner. Rather, it's an easier word to use. So I don't want to use radiesthesia too much today. We are diviners. There are water diviners. They are going to, for the bores, find underground streams. I do that one too, so I can find underground streams. It's part of our job. And or dowsers. This is another common word for the thing what we are doing. So we use metal rod to locate energy. This rod, mine is a copper one, but any kind of metal makes the job. You can even cut a piece of fence from your fence and bend it and use it as a wire. So it's basically our antenna. We are picking up radiations coming from, let's say, geopathic radiations. It means coming from the earth, from geode. Underground waters, ley lines, or Hartmann lines. I will talk about those with our rods. So we are an antenna. As I will show you like a quote from later on about these resonances. So the purpose of radiesthesia is to identify and mitigate harmful energies which are affecting our daily life. So this is the Einstein quote I wanted to share with you. It's interesting. The dowsing rod is a simple instrument which shows the reaction of the human nervous system to certain factors which are unknown to us at this time. So I will get to this back at the end. If is there any progress ever seen? I mean the unknown part. I'd like to ask you, which one is you in the morning? You recognize yourself being that? You are that? So good. So maybe you don't even need me today, but please stay because maybe it's interesting what I'm going to share. Yeah, so if you are getting up energized, it's all good. Just don't change a thing. You are on a good path. If you are a bit sleepy, energy deprived, or you're getting up with stiffness in your neck all the time, or shoulders, or back pain, lower back pain, this pain, that pain, it can happen that you are laying above underground stream or a Hartmann line, which I'm going to tell you about it exactly, basically magnetic lines coming from the Earth. So we're going to find out what can be the consequences of a good position bed or a bad position bed. So Hartmann line, I already mentioned Hartmann. He was a German doctor. He was born in 1915. And he was a medical doctor and a geobiologist, and the first person who published about these Earth resonances, magnetic resonances. That's why we call all this magnetism coming from the Earth Hartmann lines. And we have a Hartmann grid as well. I will show it to you how to imagine that. So after 30 years of practice in the 70s, he said that he hadn't come across a patient with cancer or otherwise seriously ill who hasn't slept or stayed for a long period in geopathically stressed place. So that's fascinating if you think about it. So all these resonances which we think it's natural, it can't harm us. Maybe it can harm us. And the good news is that there are ways to move away from these resonances if you know where they are. Let's be optimistic here. So the Hartmann grid, as you see, it consists of intersecting energy line, which has magnetic origin coming from the magma itself, center of the Earth. So it has a charge, magnetic charge. These lines are spaced 2 meters, always running from south to north and east to west. So it looks like a net on the surface of the Earth. We have everywhere magnetic lines here. I already measured that we have a magnetic line not far away running here. They are 30 centimeter wide lines. So we have that's north, so we will have lines coming south, north, and east, west. As I said, it's present on the whole planet. So around the equator, it's a bit wider. It's in every 2.3 meters, we will find them. And around the poles, it's a bit smaller, around 170, 180 meters. But exactly where we are here, we can tell that every 2 meters we can find a 30 centimeter wide Hartmann line. So, let's see. Yeah, that's an interesting photo or picture. So you can imagine yourself if you, let's say you are sleeping in your bed and there is a Hartmann line under your hip level, then it's like a Saturn belt or a lifesaver belt. If you get up from your bed, you are carrying with you everywhere. So it won't disappear after getting up. There is a weakness in our aura there. This is our beautiful 7-layered, colorful aura, which if we are healthy, we have 1.5 meter wide aura roughly, or 2 around us. It's like a bubble. We are in a bubble of energy field. And if this Hartmann is happens to be under our bed, then we are getting weaker there. So our aura is weakening, and that's where later on, after a while, after years spending in this position, you can get sick there. So all these pathogens are coming, and they like this environment where you are weak. So this is gonna be little drawings, but I copied out of this book, out of my teacher's book. He's a Hungarian naturopath. He's well known in Hungary. His first name is Andrew. So talk about him as Andrew. He is in his 60s now, still alive, and he just went to cancerous people, to sick people, to healthy people's home as a home diviner. And after 400,000 cases, he just collected his findings. So let's say that's your bed. You are sleeping here and you are continuously attacked by a Hartmann line at head level. What can you have after a while? You can develop frequent headaches, fatigue, hearing loss, eyesight loss, hair loss, anxiety, neck stiffness, dizziness. That's his findings. What if this Hartmann line, this is 30 centimeter, crossing our body at this level, at our breast level? We can have blood pressure issues, cardiac issues, respiratory issues. If we are hit here, infertility, prostate problem, menstrual disorders, inflammations, everywhere it hits, so to say. Say the crossing point of the Hartmann is running through our body, which is very unlucky because it's like 50% more radiation at the affected area, the crossing points. You can have chronic diseases. So it means chronic, you can write a chronicle out of your diseases. So you can have heart attack, respiratory problems, thyroid problems, arthritis, etc., etc. Let's speak about the other geopathic stress here, which is the underground water. That's what water diviners are picking up, streams deep below going towards the ocean finally, towards a water catchment territory. So they are tiny creek, big rivers, it can be anything, can be pipes underneath or buildings. It has to be running water to be able to pick it up. So we can't pick up anything which is still water. Like if you are, let's say, sleeping above a water tank, we can't find it out, or it doesn't harm you. So that's the good news. It's only the running water which makes the effect. It has charge in it. There's positive, negative ions on the side. So it's like an electricity. It's running, so we can pick it up with our instrument. So if you are laying above an underground water stream, that's when you are getting up and, looking for your first coffee. That's a good sign of it, that if you are getting up really tired after a good 8 hours sleep and you are otherwise healthy, your blood test is quite all right, etc., you are healthy, but still you are getting up very tired, there is a big chance that you are sleeping above an underground stream. And some people are very sensitive to the stream, so they can feel a tingling sensation in the affected area, limbs or fingers, or numbness can happen, or just overall you are very tired. So let's say these drawings, if this underground stream is going lengthwise through our body, we can develop leukemia, Parkinson's disease, joint pain all over, arthritis, absolutely very bad arthritis, sclerosis multiplex. If it's going through our head level, then you can have different eye problems, eyesight, cataract, hearing loss, And upper body, asthma, lung disease, thyroid problems. Yeah, I don't want to scare anyone, but this is the finding of my teacher after 400,000 of cases. I don't know how many was among these 4,000 cancerous, but he said that cancerous tumors are developing at the crossing point of the underground water and the Hartmann line. So if this crossing point, so we have the dotted line, which is the magnetic line, the Hartmann, and the underground water, let's say, crossing here, then you develop cancer here. If it's on your head, brain. If it's wherever it hits you, if it's on your right breast, for the ladies, you know the consequences. And I have to tell you that I came across many of cancerous people. So if I have the chance to go to their homes and I can measure in my road what's happening, then I had a lot of cases. Exactly, ladies with breast cancer, let's say on the right side, the crossing point was exactly on the right and not on the left. So it was like, you get goosebumps everywhere if you can see that it's the truth.